Tell me if you still love her. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still one-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know I lied to you way before I had you right in some wounds. But then again, I can be drunk. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like Bisons. I just any mini money roll a dice since I pick. She ain't even really my type, and out here she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I get it. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you been fighting for your shot, and you been searching for your spot. Girl, I feel it. Yeah, girl, I feel it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove, or you want someone like you? Tell me if you still love her. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still one-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know I lied to you way before I had you right in some wounds.
Like some money tonight.
Then again, I can be drunk.
Yeah, I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m., no stress. At 3, that boot kick in. And 30, you feel you best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a little be the best.
I'm looking at her, rehearse on it, turning to you. Now you starting to f*** up my mind, is it you, is it her?
We bump we truck to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's elite. I don't make it squeak, make it squeak. I make it beat. Bon appetit when I'm busy.
Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this cabaret Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you about it to rail? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there, is there some room for me? Baby, do tell. Tell me if you still love her. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still one-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know I lied to you way before I had you right in some wounds. But then again, I can be drunk.
What is up, SFL Nation, and welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. Really appreciate it, y'all. I was having a little bit of hard time gathering all of my ingredients. I think part of the reason is because I really don't want to do it. I'm talking about my weird food combos that I have planned for this evening. And when I do get to that segment of the show, I'll make sure I'll announce everything that I'm going to be doing, that I'm going to be tasting before I do it. And again, these combinations were voted on by the community. So thanks, guys and ladies. Appreciate it. But welcome back to the show. Tonight, we are gathered here to celebrate a couple new teams that have joined the fold for the SFLm minors. I am fortunate enough to have this interview with the owners of the Boston-Calgary as well as the Oregon Waves. So without further ado, let's bring on Mr. Keith Wheeler, representing the Oregon Waves. What's going on, Keith? How you doing, though?
AJ, doing well. Always nice to be back on the show.
Oh, it's nice having you back there. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a little bit busy year for both of us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But we're in a whole new year, so hopefully we can link up a few more times. All right.
We'll make sure we make that happen, though.
Sounds good. Next up, I have Mr. Aiden Teixiera and Mr. Rodney Smith joining me over for the Boston-Calgary, joining the fold. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I appreciate the invite, and we're excited to get the season kicked off for sure.
Absolutely. Season 12 is upon us. Aiden, what about you, honey?
Excited, ready for the season to start.
I know that's right. Looking good over there. I see you with your camera on and everything. The last few times
I was forced, guys. It's okay. It's forced.
Held against your will.
You enjoy it.
We got a check-in from Mr. Ryan Davis. How we doing? Doing fantastic, Ryan. Thank you so much for checking in on us evening. As I alluded to before we started talking, guys, and right now as well, congratulations on your accomplishment on becoming owners, SFLm owners. I know that we've been on the show a couple times, and hold on one second. Some of you have been on the show a couple times, and you told me what you would like to accomplish in your SFLm careers. And you know, being an owner is definitely a highlight. I know, like Keith, you're a GM right now, and I know Rodney, you was doing stats, you know, for a while and things of that nature. So, congratulations, guys. Congratulations. DJ Kilgannon checking in. What up? Excited to call some new looks. I know you are, dear. All right. So Ellie Diomes, which is the new commissioner for the SFLm, posted an article announcing that you guys made it. You know, you made the final cut. And I'm going to read a little bit about what she wrote. Owners Aiden Teixiera and Rodney Smith about the Boston-Calgary. Steeped in tradition and driven by discipline, the Boston-Calgary march into the SFLm with a brand rooted into resilience, structure, and hard-nosed football. This is a franchise built on unity and grit, one that intends to set the standard from day one and defend its banner with pride. And from Oregon Waves, Keith Wheeler, she writes, bold, fluid, and relentless. The Oregon Waves bring a surge of energy to the league, inspired by momentum and adaptability. This franchise represents the ever-shifting nature of competition and the belief that pressure doesn't break teams, it shapes them. So, guys, first question. What made you finally say, yes, I am ready for the headache of being an SFLm owner? What was your thought process behind your decisions? And actually, I'm going to start with you first, Keith, on this for Oregon.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure if, you know, being a GM is a little bit different. So I get to see a little bit of an inside look at things from the front office perspective. But I've actually been working on this concept of Oregon Wave since season 9. I was working with Cam on it, and he really likes it because I was born and raised on the Oregon coast, so the fishing fleets are kind of big where I grew up. So that's kind of the idea coming across. And I just figured, you know what, it's just time to do something a little bit different. I mean, I'm a player, I'm a GM, and now I get to say I'm an owner of a team as well. So that's kind of the reason why I did it, is just another, as if I have not enough to going on already. Let's just add one more, a little bit more fuel to the fire, and just kind of go from there.
Indeed. Aiden.
I think it came from a multitude of reasons. I think the number one thing was the lack of a team in Boston. I grew up in Massachusetts all my life. I've never moved out of here. And I was approached by somebody. I was originally going to be a head coach for a bid. That bid did not happen, and I ended up taking over. And I noticed I really wanted to base this team off a former SFL team of the Ottawa Cavalry. So we changed it, but I wanted to put my own twist on it. And I think bringing it into Boston and just having a Boston team, knowing that I'm, helping call the shots, is definitely good for my soul.
Definitely. And especially, I think it means a lot when you're from the state that you're representing, childhood memories, things of that nature. It's a lot more passion and it's more personal for you. So I get it. Rodney, what about you?
Well, I guess I've been in the league, 2 years now, and, did some scouting, coached last year with Birmingham and coaching with Anchorage this year. And honestly, since I started the league, I really wanted to get into the management part of the organization, and talking to Aiden, I was going to try to get my own team put together, but then I was kind of behind the 8 ball on that. I was kind of slow at getting it started. So talking to Aiden, it was just a good opportunity. And honestly, I like the management part of it, and look forward to seeing what we can put on the field.
Me too. It's going to be interesting, especially because you're defensive coordinator,
Correct.
for Anchorage. So I'll tell you one thing, definitely going to bring the boom, aren't you, with the defense?
We're going to try. We're definitely going to try. We're going to have fun trying.
I know that's right. And Keith, I like what you did there with the flowing. Kind of reminds me of Bruce Lee when he says, you have to adapt and you have to flow like water in any situation. I like that too. I like that. And I think that's what the DC Dragons are modeled after too.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. Wardestro, I have a lot of respect for him and what he does. And obviously DC being our pit rival, we always pay attention to those. But growing up on the coast, you respect the water. You never fear it, but you definitely respect the ocean, because like my promo video says, ocean can take you in a split second and you never see it coming. And that's kind of the idea that we bring into this idea is, you're going to have to respect us.
All right then, honey. Is it added pressure knowing that the future of SFLm players start with you shaping and molding them directly? Rodney?
I don't think so. I mean, all you can do is keep your locker room active, make sure everybody's doing their progressions, and anybody that's here is going to want to do that to make their player better. So I don't think it's a lot of pressure. I personally, I just, we're going to have fun with it, and hopefully we get some good players to get up to the pros.
All right then. Because, we'll let you know. Like, what are y'all doing there?
Hey, we'll take it.
So, Aiden, what about you, honey? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think it's any more pressure than what I was expecting, or what it is owning a team. Obviously, I'm just coming up from the minors, so I know that feeling of you want to build your player to the best of your ability before you get to that big stage, and I'm excited to be able to help people in that process as people helped me in that process.
Awesome. Keith, what about you?
Well, I kind of have a little bit of a heads up, being the GM, I'm kind of involved in that process, and I work with Brian Craven. He handles our player builds for that side. So I learned a lot from him. So I'm kind of used to that idea. Then I also haven't always been a teacher and an athletic director and a coach in real life. I'm kind of used to that model. So I kind of look forward to it. I like the fact, quarterback story in Discord. He's like, hey, I can do this. So I like the fact he's making the room active, because I have a great quarterback at Pitt that does the exact same thing in Ace. So I just love that energy. Makes it really fun for me.
Yeah, I love Ace. Ace is a really good guy. Very supportive. Always has been. If I have bad games, he's the first one in my DMs. Hey, Ash, it happens. You'll get better. You're still great. So mad respect for Ace.
Yeah, Ace is a great guy, and I think we're going to be, Nichols is going to be the same way for us.
Indeed. So what's one mistake that you see new owners make every season that you are determined not to repeat? And Keith, I'll start with you.
A big thing when I did this, like I said, I've been looking at this since season, right after Pitt got elevated, I was looking at doing a team. So I was building the structure, which I know sometimes it comes in, people are like last minute throw bids together or whatever. And it's just, the excitement of it and not having a structure in place and, do this, we kind of have the general idea of, I got this concept, what's it going to look like? I walk in here, I got a full front office, I got a coaching staff before I walked in. So I really had everything ready to go. So that's one thing I've kind of picked up from listening to Corey and listening to some of the other coaches as they've done this transition. So it's like, okay, I need structures in place because my time's limited as it is anyway. Having the structures just helps me go through a thought process a little bit easier. So that's a big thing I think a lot of teams get caught up in, is they get caught up in the marketing and not in the actual organization side of it.
Got it. Aiden, what say you?
I think they underestimate how hard this really is going to be. I've noticed, I haven't been here long, obviously, but they kind of expect less of what it actually is, and it turns out to be a lot more, and they burn themselves out because they don't have a plan, and I'm determined not to burn myself out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Very easy to do, and it happens so quickly. You make your head spin. Rodney, what about you?
Well, honestly, this was when I looked at this question, I thought this is tough because I've honestly been with some great organizations. I with Birmingham, they were wonderful to work with. Even before, when I had my tight end, when I was with you guys with Arizona and then Florida, I mean, the organizations have been great. But it is. You got to stay organized. You got to stay, make sure your players stay committed and in touch with what's going on. I mean, like I said, I've been lucky, so I'm hoping I can bring that to Boston and help the players grow and get better.
Gotcha. I have a little bit of audio issue. 1 second.
You're cutting in and out.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Maybe mine.
I got you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Looks like we are good. It looks like we're good now. So we're going to roll with that. Sometimes it's the latency issues, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Don't try to get out of eating that stuff.
Oh, all of a sudden the screen crashed. Can't do it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, darn. Technical problems.
Technical difficulties, right.
Well,
So
Rodney and I will
if
remember
season
growing
12,
up, the technical issue things popping up on the screen, remember?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I can see that on her show now.
Yep.
I might have to start doing that, honey.
He's saying I'm old.
Oh,
Well, I'm old too, so I'm okay with it.
I'm
seasoned.
not getting into this.
So, if season 12 goes perfectly for you all, what does success actually look like for your franchise? Would it be because of wins, obviously, or culture? Let's start with you, Aiden.
Ring. I want a ring. I want another one. I already have my SFL championship. I want number 2.
Okay, gotcha.
I do think the culture. I do think we build a culture. Season 1 is definitely the number 1 priority, but a championship would be nice too.
Hey, understood. Rodney, same.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, championship's important, but I do think culture, season 1's the most important thing. I mean, everybody wants to win for sure, but it's to me, it's not all about winning. It's about culture and having fun and growing.
Okay. Keith, what say you?
The same thing. You know me from Pitt side. It's all about the locker room. It's all about the culture. I mean, that's why I got the people I've got in there doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's the wins come as I saw with Pittsburgh, the culture we built day one. It was great. Corey and Butch were great for that. So I'm taking that and applying it over to this team. The wins will come. Obviously, having a home playoff game would be nice. Winning a ring would be great, but know what? It's just another game that we get to play. That's how I look at it. So the culture, the guys enjoying themselves, having good leaders in there is huge. Like I said, John Ingles came in right away. He's like, boom. He's my ace, which I love. He's a carbon copy, and I love that fact. So the locker room is going to be huge for us. And then watching the teams before, Birmingham with Jimmy and Michael and those guys, and being a former Nightwing, I pay attention to the culture. I have the blueprint, and that's what we're going to do. And like I told Corey when I took over, this is going to be a minor league team. The team is never going to move up. So this is going to be a place we can build long term. Somebody's got to balance out San Jose, So who better than somebody from Oregon?
All right, then. I like that. So, Keith, how hands-on are you planning to be with the front office? So are you going to be micromanaging every detail, or are you going to let the staff cook and just don't burn down the kitchen?
I love the fact you brought up kitchen because you're not wanting to do the cooking part later, but
I don't.
I'm going to be involved. Corey's coming on as a team advisor, so it's like I listen a lot to what Corey says. He and I have a great relationship. We talk all the time, back and forth on the pit side, and then this side will, based on what he does. I got Brian Craven coming in as my GM. He's going to be handling player builds again. I got Toby Bonnets coming in as assistant GM because he wants to learn and eventually take his own franchise, which is great. So we're here to build. I got Stefan Ford coming in as my offensive coordinator / head coach. And then I got Kalen DeBoer coming over from Vancouver to be my defensive coordinator. Otis Bedreau is coming in to be in charge of locker room and culture. Otis and Odette are amazing people. So I got them to run the locker room.
Yes.
And then John Ingles, my quarterback, he's like, hey, social media, that's my specialty. So I'm like walking into a good situation. So I know the vision. Here's my job is to tell you the vision, show you where we're going, how we're going to get there. This is the route, but if you want to change it, we go. I instructed my coaches, hey, be experimental, have fun. I don't care about metas and glitches and hacks, but let's go have fun and find new ways and test things out here and understand that I'm going to support you in that. I'm not going to criticize what you do. We'll have constructive feedback, but hey, can we do this? Can we do that? Let's learn from it. And we're going to grow people, So I got some veterans with some new guys, and it's going to be a good, nice combination. As people come in, I want them to come in and take on new positions. If they have an idea, they want to create something, let's create something. That's like I said, with my Discord, it's open to anybody and come hang out with us in the Slack Tide Cafe. Come chat and talk football, fake football, virtual football, whatever you want to call it. But we kind of kick back and relax. But my whole focus is I'm gonna let my guys do what they do best. I don't have to be the smartest man in the room, but I at least have to have that vision.
Sounds like you got a nice crew coming along with you to help you out too. So yeah. Sounds like you guys are going to be hitting the ground running. That's a good thing.
Very blessed.
Mm-hmm. Have that trust established already. So Aiden, Rodney, what are you guys planning on being hands-on, or are you going to kind of let chips fall where they may and everybody do their job accordingly?
Well, I personally, we got Jay Balmer, which I'm excited to work with. And then we've got two young coordinators and Rob and Jesse. And I learned the teams I played or coached under, they let me learn. And I think with the young guys, I think you do help them, but I think you got to let them learn. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, you're going to make mistakes, but I don't think that we need to be on top of them. I think Jay is the head coach. I think he will do a great job helping these younger guys understand the game and understand, what needs to be done.
Yeah, I'm not. I never was a coach here. I don't really have experience, so I'm definitely gonna let Coach Ballmer work with Jesse and Rob on that. We had a lengthy discussion on. I mean, that I'm sure Rodney remembers the lengthy discussion of, all right, who do we want to do what? Whose strengths are we going to line up to what we want to get done in this organization? I'm definitely going to try to be as hands-on as I can on the other stuff with like social media and front office work. But as far as playbook, I'm just going to let Coach Ballmer do his thing and guide these young guys.
But one other thing I would like to say, it's hard to get coaches in this league. And these two guys, these two coordinators we have, they're both very active and you know, excited about learning. I am excited about that. Both of them are in my DMs all the time about things they're doing. So that's awesome.
Jesse's definitely the one that.
Yes.
Jesse, I mean, I've heard from Jesse a few times where it's like, I'm doing this, I've already done this. And I'm
Which
like,
I think's great.
I'm like,
yeah.
I know that's right. Jesse is all over the place. Good thing, though. It's a good thing. The next question, it's kind of similar to what you've already answered. Which matters to you early on, building a winning team fast, or building a brand that fans actually care about? And I think with the culture, establishing the culture first and things of that nature, it's kind of similar to what you had already answered. So if you would like to answer that, you can, but I can move on to the next one if you want.
I mean, everyone already hates Boston in real life, so why not? That's round two.
Well, Boston, New York Yankees, you know, it's just kind of a thing for the West Coast. So, I mean, brands come as you just develop, you know, as you stick around. I mean, you can do a lot of marketing and flash, and how many times have we seen franchises come up and then disappear the next year, but had great marketing. I think brands happen. I mean, having a philosophy helps, having some lore behind what you're doing. The reason why, like, Aiden's from Boston, from Massachusetts, I'm from Oregon, you know, Rodney's got his background with Birmingham and
I'm from Texas.
But he's from Texas. So it's like, I'm trying to figure out why he would be up in Boston. That's kind of a question we have to ask eventually. That should have been one of your questions. Why is Rodney in a Boston franchise? And then you have
that question is persuasion.
Yeah. And then you have a former, the former Boston Rebels GM now at Oregon. So that's me. So it's kind of a neat connection we all have with that as we go around. But I think brands just kind of develop. I mean, you've seen how things have just gone in the SFL. Certain teams are just known by a certain moniker or way they do things. And I think that's just how it happens over time. And that's because of the longevity aspect.
Gotcha. Good point with Keith. Now, Rodney, Aiden, did you guys want to answer that, or you're pretty much good with that?
No, I totally agree with what Keith's saying. I mean, it's I agree with Keith there on that.
Okay, gotcha. So, what kind of locker room vibe are you guys aiming for? Aiden, Rodney, what do you want Boston's locker room to be known for?
That's an interesting question. I mean, I've always liked a professional feel. I mean, definitely, come in, say what you want, but that professional feel has always been something I've loved in whatever I'm doing. If I'm in this league or some other league, I've always liked a locker room that's well organized and like professional with each other.
Okay, Rodney.
The thing I'm looking at is, just activity. You guys in Arizona, you guys do a great job of it, just keeping, everybody informed of what's going on, the activity, The players are active because you guys are active as the leaders, and that's what I'm hoping that our locker room is too. I really, I want it to be a family atmosphere, which I think you guys are a lot of. And I've seen it in Anchorage and I've seen it in Birmingham. So again, everywhere I've been, it's been like that, and I'm hoping Boston we have the same thing going on.
Yeah, well, it should, especially if you guys are at the helm of it.
Absolutely.
Like you said,
we're going to push it for sure.
Exactly. It's what you bring to the table and what you lead by example. So if you're always in the locker room, if your players see you, if they can interact with you at any given moment, like we give our players our phone numbers. So if there's any issues that you want to talk about on field or even off field, that's just like a different layer that you can offer that would make your team a little bit more special, than the other ones. Keith. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rodney. Go ahead.
No. I was just agreeing. Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Yeah, that's a great way. And one of it is bringing kind of the pit approach to things. Like I said, when we have a very active locker room, we have some very unique leaders that just kind of step up naturally. Ace being one of them. You have Kane and all those guys. ADS now is one of those very vocal leaders. So we want very active rooms. And that's also because Corey Butch, myself, Coach Graven, we're all very active as well in there. So they see us as going. And as we go, that's what we really wanted to do, because the best franchises have active locker rooms or have that ability as a team to connect with each other somehow, whether it's in the game or out of the game. So we're definitely going to be replicating that feel based off of the Bostons, the Cantons, the Arizonas, the Baltimores. That's kind of in the Pits. Now that's kind of the feel we want to bring in. We're part of this together. We're all paying to play a virtual football game, so let's enjoy it, but still keep that professional aspect of it as well. So that's kind of the approach we're taking.
Awesome. 3 more questions, guys, and we're done.
It is time.
So is there a game you've already circled on your schedule that you definitely want to win? Then I'll start with you first, Keith.
Well, obviously the first game is always the most important because it is a franchise you want to come out and show your best for. But the approach we take here with the Waves, the same way we take with Pittsburgh, it's whatever the next game is the most important game. We're not looking at the whole schedule. We're looking at that game that's in front of us. So whatever preseason game is, that's what we're going to focus on. Learn from it. Next preseason game, etc. Until we get to game 1, which we get Boston, which is good. I mean, we have the connection with the highway between Newport, where we're located, and Boston. So it's a logical connection. Highway 80 and Interstate 80 and Highway 20 connect in. So yeah, we're connected that way. But just whatever the next game is the most important to us.
All right, then. I understand. Don't put the cart before the horse mentality too, because you can only put one shoe on at once, at one time. So why not just take that whole approach, baby steps? Aiden, Rodney, what about you?
I got 2 specifically on my mind. One, San Jose. Obviously, I've spent the last 2 seasons there, and I there's nothing more that I would like to do than beat my former team. That would be a great comeback story for me. And then someone you mentioned earlier, Keith, San Diego. Me and Goose are already rivals in the pros. Him in Miami, me in Bossier City. But those were the first 2 to find out about. I was saying like, hey, I'm going to put in a bid, and ADS was a lot of help. Goose was a lot of help. And I definitely, the first thing I said to them was like, I cannot wait to face y'all. Like, this is just like, it's a rivalry.
Nothing wrong with that. It's good because it gives you something to look forward to, especially if you guys get the social media people involved and you're making the tasteful, please, but funny graphics about each other and the rivalry and everything. So one of my favorite rivalries was Indianapolis and Minnesota when Indy was around, and how they would just go back and forth. So it'd be interesting to see that. Rodney.
No game really stands out. Like Keith said, I'm looking forward to preseason game 1 to see, what we look like. And really, I guess the first game at home. I'm always excited about that. Show our stadium. I mean, we've got a beautiful stadium, and that's something I look forward to. But to me, right now, we're so young into this, and I didn't come. My team moved up. Birmingham moved up, so there's not a rivalry there. And then, so it's I mean, I want to beat them all. So, yeah. So every game, one game at a time.
One question before I ask you the last question that I have for you, scheduled for you anyway. DJ asks, are there any changes you would like to see in the production or broadcasting for the SFLm?
I think they did a great job last year.
I do too.
Yeah, I think they've always done a good job.
Yep.
I mean,
I kind of like that I noticed that they're leaning into more of the base games presentation.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed season 10 they started with it was the overlay. It was like a small overlay, and it had the teams. It was still like having everything there, but it had like the team logos. And I honestly kind of like I've said this, I like the retro feel of things. I've always loved the older presentations in sports games, or even we're talking in real life, the old ESPN scoreboards. Like I wish they would go back to that, in my personal opinion. So I think how it looks now is amazing.
Okay. All right, DJ. They said you're doing good, man. Keep it up, y'all. Keep it up.
I guess one thing, and maybe Rodney would remember this, is the old days where they used to put the scores up of the other games.
Oh, the other
games. That would be kind of cool, because sometimes, like, if we're focused on our game, we're not watching the other ones all the time until later. I mean, sometimes it's like, hey, so and so won this, so we can see the score. Okay, we can kind of pay attention in our head that way, but it doesn't have to be like.
Okay. So I hope you got that, DJ.
Yeah, DJ, I hope you got it.
Fast forward to the end of season 12. What do you want people to say about your team when the name comes up? And I'm going to start with you first, Keith.
Ooh, wow. What do I want to say? I know one thing we kind of covered is that we're not afraid to take chances and do things. One of the things I've been working with Ellie and JW a little bit is I'm from Oregon. I'm an Oregon Duck. So I want to take that mentality over into what we do in the field as well. I've already got all 10 games and uniforms ready to go, including the multiple alternate uniforms and combinations ready to go. I'm like I said, graduated from the University of Oregon. I'm from Oregon. I grew up 60 miles from there in Florence. So I'm going to bring that mentality of we're always going to try to be cutting edge. I mean, we already got, if we have a home playoff game, we have an idea of what we're going to do for that jersey-wise and helmet-wise. So it's like we want to have that stuff. So people say, hey, that's something new, because I know we've been talking the SFLm server how to attract more people. Hey, I think it was Dakota said, this is kind of like his wife said, this is kind of like a subscription-based football game, kind of like World of Warcraft or whatever. Might as well play it up. Let's show them some interesting uniforms on top of it.
Well, this University of Oregon?
Born and raised. That's where I'm from. Yep. Yeah. And I mean, I already got our graphics ready to go. I'm paying homage to the one pro football team we've ever had in the state of Oregon with the Portland Breakers. This season's called Beyond the Breakers. So we're getting past the surf and getting past the old USFL mentality of football.
I mean, I like the Ducks too. So, but my heart. I love Oregon, but my heart will always be in Columbus, Ohio.
We're gonna have to have a talk, Aiden. We're gonna have to have a serious talk because I was born and raised green and gold. The only people I root against outright are the Huskies and the Bark Rats up in Corvallis. You would know them as the Oregon State Beavers. I call them Bark Rats.
No, we don't like them.
And Ryan Davis says, "Can't wait to see the unis, y'all." I can't either. It's gonna be dope. If I had another setup, then I would have loved to showcase your stadium and your uniforms if you had some available. That's why I didn't ask, because I just wouldn't have the way to show it on screen. But
well, to answer Ryan, is I have a lot of respect for Ryan. I'll send him what the concepts are.
Ryan, if you want some from me too, I can send you a few.
Love it.
Man, all the love for Ryan. Wow.
Deserved. Aiden, Rodney, did you guys get a chance to answer that question? I'm sorry, I was a little distracted with something that was going on.
No, you're fine. Aiden, go ahead. I mean,
I kind of low-key forgot what the question was.
Keith talked too long.
Okay, Keith always talks too long.
Sorry. Fast forward to the end of season 12. What do you want people to say about your team when your name comes up? So what do you want people to say about Boston?
The owner in me wants to say, you know, hey, these guys did a really good job coming in season 1. These guys like set the bar pretty high for their season. Great ownership, great coaches. The fan in me says, wow, I really hate these guys. They're so good. Like that's definitely a thought process of when you're from Boston, especially, and I can attest to this. The culture here is winning. Like just in the whole state of Massachusetts, where you know, 18 for the Celtics, 6 for the Patriots. All of my life, when you either go online, even still, it's wow. I really hate how good these guys are.
No, I get it. I get it.
So I have a question for you, Aiden, real quick.
All right.
Are you guys going to lean into that villain mystique a little bit as a franchise?
I might. I don't know if Rodney is. I might.
I'm on board with whatever we need to do.
As long as we're having fun and winning a few games in the process.
Correct. And I agree with Aiden on a lot of that. The one thing I want to, I want players to be proud of being in Boston and want to continue to be in Boston. That's important. And I know in the minors it's a little different, but eventually if going to the pros and all that stuff, you want players that want to stick around. And I've seen that on a lot of the organizations I've been with, and I do think that's very, very important. But I think that comes back to locker room. Yeah,
I think all of us have kind of relate back to our minor leagues teams, like Aiden said, with San Jose, because I played SFLm 7 the last 2 weeks of 7 on Lexington, then went to Pittsburgh the next year. So I always got to think for those two teams because they were my first teams.
Absolutely.
So I'm hoping we have the same experience for both Boston and Oregon for whoever comes in.
Awesome, gentlemen. Well, before I let you go, I do have one fun question for you that you can quickly answer. I did not prepare you for this one, so before I start on this meal, if you could be handcuffed to anybody you want to for 24 hours, who would it be and why? Aiden, I'm gonna start with you first.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
All right. Well, who else is ready? Because you can't leave until you tell me.
Mine's gonna be very boring, but it's definitely my wife. I mean, She's my best friend. We've been married for 30 plus years. It's, nobody else. I mean, it's just the way it is.
That's a
That's the way
long
it should
time.
be.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until y'all get mad at each other. Yeah.
And she allows me to do stuff like this. So
Hey, I'm grateful for that myself, personally.
Yeah.
So thank you to your wife, and that's a good answer. I like that.
Well, I like the fact you made it over 30 years, so that's always important too.
thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, mine's pretty simple. Mine's along the same lines. It would be my fiance who's on we're sharing a head cold back and forth amongst each other already, so might as well be handcuffed to each other.
Might as well, honey. Oh, it's circling the house here too, so I get it.
That's still in our house, my house as well.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Aiden,
You're in the freezing cold of good old Massachusetts, so.
Well, we don't have to worry about freezing cold down here per se. The coldest it's 35 degrees.
Go outside if you want some.
They're at 35 degrees and wearing scarves, down jackets, and hoodies and stuff.
Yep.
I remember watching Phoenix in the round the.
Yeah, right now let's see.
Games.
It feels like 22 out here, so.
I'm good. I'll stay where I'm at. Thanks.
Well, I love both answers. I can't answer the same. I am very single. I do what I want.
That's great.
I guess I don't know. There's not really anyone that comes to mind to me. I'm a very independent person, so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, did you have brothers and sisters?
I have a 4-year-old sister.
Okay, that's who you can handcuff to then. Since I had to pick, that's what you're gonna be stuck with.
that might not be a great idea.
You're gonna have to deal with it. But gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. We learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do within your new positions. If you do need some help and some guidance or even some words of encouragement, I'm here for you. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it in the end. But I wish you guys the best of luck and all that you do. Did y'all have any final words before I start on this food?
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I want to say good luck, Keith. I know, we're going to be competing against each other, but I look forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the season and the new challenge. And I guess one of the things is I know Aiden mentioned the fact I already got branded material going out.
I'm already working on that.
Yeah.
She sent me the link. I'm already working on it.
Yeah, so it's like sending links so we can see our stuff, so you can go get signed up himself and start working stuff. But it's just neat. I'm looking forward to joining the ownership stuff. Like I said, we're going to be a minor leagues team for a long time, as to help grow people and develop not only as players but maybe on the front end side too. So I'm not sure if you can post on your chat, the Discord link that's open to anybody in the SFL or SFLm, or even the other virtual league that Cam has. Anybody come in there, come hang out in the Slack tide, and we keep it clean and keep it nice and no drama and no hate, and we're fine.
Awesome. What I can do is I can put it in the descriptions. So anybody that's watching the playback, if they're interested in joining the Discord to kind of, chop it up with you, they definitely can from there.
Yeah, definitely look forward to seeing everybody there.
All right, guys. That interview went kind of fast, even though it's 49 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Go enjoy your food, AJ.
Good luck.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to take a short break, get all the rest of my ingredients out here, and then we will be doing the weird food combo taste test. Yuck. That's all I can say.
Well, thanks for having us, AJ.
You're very welcome, and I'll see you guys
Ashley.
soon. Don't be a stranger. Come back whenever y'all want to. I'll be happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. See y'all in a bit.
Piece of me, piece of mine, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure, brand new house. That's just for me and my boy. Keep secure, 4x4, G6 sleep up on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys and paper saving me. In the back when the windows turn, yeah, cause they know too much. Yeah, they know too much. Tryna come take on me. And my 40 they don't miss. They ain't even thought this far. This ain't never crossed your way. Yeah, just like I know. Made room for you. You got me off for thought. You had no place to trust. Just like you told. Just like we roll. Now we with Bentley trucks. Now there's no saving us. Piece of me, piece of mine, took some time. I'm just reaping what I saw, so for sure, brand new house. That's just for me and my bro. Keep secure, 4x4, G6 sleep up on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys and pay for 10. Piece of mine, took some time.
All right. And we are back, everybody. And as like I said, I'm not really excited about this part of the show at all. We got some comments here. Let's see. Ryan Davis says his SFLm team was the Calgary original. And that's pretty much it. I think he was kind of responding to what we were saying in the previous segment. But all right, so I asked the community to provide some questions for my previous show that I had for my anniversary. And along with those questions, I came up, well, my children and I'm not going to put that all on me, but we came up with some weird food combinations for the community to vote on that I would try. But what I didn't count on was them being a tie, and it was actually like it was kind of a weird tie, so I had to try like 6 different things, 6 different combinations of food. On the show last week, I had chocolate and ranch, and when I tell you I would never do that again in my entire life, I don't care how much money somebody try to give me, I would never do it again. It's terrible. So let's go over what I will be dining upon tonight, which I'm, again, thanks, community. Appreciate it. So we got sardines and mayo, mustard and hot sauce. Have Cheetos with black olives. I have Doritos and ice cream, mustard and ice cream. Ugh. Cereal with soda water. French fries, mayo and hot peppers. And peanut butter with onions. So I am thinking, let's see. Guess I might as well go ahead and start in the order that I just named everything. So let's go ahead and get everything ready. So first weird combination is going to be sardines, mayo, mustard, and hot sauce. So the sardines that I actually bought has hot sauce already in it. It's Louisiana hot sauce, which is my favorite brand anyway. So we kind of on the right track, but then I have to add the real mayonnaise I have here and some mustard that I have here. So yuck again, yuck. And I do have all of my ingredients right in front of me. If I had another camera, I would kind of show you guys like a whole shot of it, but it's all right. So we're doing the sardines. Hold on. See if I can get that to go for longer than that. 1 second, y'all. Okay, let's see if I can get that to save. All right. So when people are tuning in, they can actually see what I'm doing, right? All right. So we're doing the sardines with hot sauce, mayo, and mustard. For those that are just joining me, I see people coming in already. Y'all waited to this part, huh? That's some. Delicious. Can y'all see? Sardines with the Louisiana hot sauce already. God, I must love you guys so much. I must love you so much to even attempt to do something like this. All right, so we got one sardine. Some BS, bro. Now, mind you, I'm only going to use a little bit of all of the ingredients because I'm not going to be wasting all this food. Food is way too expensive to be out here messing up everything. Okay. Here we go, people. We have the mayo, mustard, hot sauce, and sardines. Bon appetit, honey. Bro, that's actually pretty good, man. Oh, maybe because I just love Louisiana hot sauce and just like swimming in it. I like sardines anyway, but this is actually pretty good. I'm going to go for a second bite of this one, y'all. Yeah, okay. This might not be too bad after all. Let's see. Let's put some more mustard on it. Come on. Yo, that was dope. That was a good one. We'll save the rest of these for later tonight. All I needed was some saltine crackers on that one. That was good. Okay, maybe it's not too bad after all. Uh-oh. See people with the comments. Hold on. My girl T, the queen, captain of the Arizona Scorpions right now. Beautiful wide receiver I have here. Hey, AJ, arrived just in time. Right on time, sis. Right on time. That is gross. Listen, it was actually tasty though. And I do like sardines. I'm just saying no. It was really good. Get you a saltine cracker, put everything on it. Delicious. My other teammate, Robert Brady Jr. checking in. What's going on, love? Y'all and right in time to see this tomfoolery that we got going on here. So that was the sardines, mayo, mustard, and hot sauce. That was dope. Happy about that. So next up, now I personally think that the Cheetos and olives, I don't think I spelled Cheetos right, but guess what? I think that the Cheetos and the black olives are actually going to be really tasty. So I like olives anyway, so I got the big can, black olives. Cheetos, again, the small bag, because I'm not getting ready to be messing up all this food. Way too expensive, 50 cents. $1. We're not doing all that extra. So we're going to open the can up. Oh, damn, these are whole, too. I thought these are pitted, right? Okay, because I was getting ready to say. Okay. So we got the Cheetos and olives. I think this is actually going to be pretty good. Hold on. That Cheetos are actually pretty good. Hold on. Wait a minute. Got rid of that other one quick. Okay. Black olive. Yeah, about that. Nah, bro, that didn't work out the way I thought it was. And I was excited about that one, bro. I mean, I'll try it again for y'all, but like, nah, bro. I mean, it's not on the level of the chocolate and ranch. Nothing I don't think would ever be on that level, bro. That was terrible. But this wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm full. Okay. Never again. Oh, Lord. Okay. That was one that didn't work. So right now, one did, one didn't. I don't like black olives or sardines. Oh, I'm betting 1,000 with you right now, huh? Oh my God. All right. What was next? Oh, Doritos and ice cream. Now, Doritos, again, the 50 cents bag because we're not wasting. And some brownie moose tracks because I felt like if I'm gonna be in pain with all these extra flavors and stuff, at least let me like one thing. I mean, I like Doritos by themselves. I like the moose tracks by themselves, but together, I just don't know how this is gonna work out, y'all. But here we go. Jeez, why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I must love the community that much, huh? All right. Doritos and ice cream, y'all. That is actually good. Aiden, you were right. Aiden said that this was actually going to be good. I'm going to happily go for another one. This, I mean, now, you know, this is not going to be my favorite treat. Every time you see me, I'm snacking on some Doritos and ice cream together. However, not bad a combination. That was good. This, however, I don't think this will be. We got mustard and ice cream, y'all. Let's see. There's that face I came for. You know what? When we go to the convention, I'm gonna bring some. We're gonna get together and we're gonna have some of this stuff. Why not? You know, we on the same team, you know, team camaraderie and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and run it. I could probably do that. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. The last one, the Doritos and ice cream, very good. Let's see here. Now, this is another one I'm not looking forward to. Mustard and ice cream. No, I know, T. I know. Listen, sweetheart, this is what they voted on. You know, you could have saved me. You could have helped me, but you didn't. You let me. You let me do all this, and yeah, when at the convention, my teammates gonna have to try this with me. At least one of these. Y'all gonna have to pick one, and we all gonna try it together. All right, let's see what we got next. Mustard and ice cream. I forgot. All right. Oh, and this has some brownie pieces in it and some hot fudge too. Wow. This is a bad decision. This is a bad decision, guys. It's a bad decision. Damn that. Damn that. No. Mm-mm. That is not getting a second tasting. That was horrible. Ugh. Oh, God. And then I got the chocolate brownie. Oh, and it's the chocolate brownie and the mustard and the vanilla ice cream all mixed together. Oh, God. Never again. That was, yeah, that's about as bad as that damn chocolate and ranch. No, we're not. I won't be doing a second tasting of that, guys. I hope y'all can understand. You know, we're not doing that one. Tea. A drop was too much. Just like that ranch and that chocolate bar I had, a drop of mustard was way too much, honey. Oh. But then it's weird because like on the back end, I guess because I had the chocolate brownie piece, it kind of gave it a cotton candy finish. Yeah, bro, we're not doing that no more. We're not doing that. Next. Oh, ugh. Yuck. All right, so it looks like the next, I'm not looking forward to this one either. I just realized what I'm getting ready to be eating. I don't know if this is going to be worse than what I just had. It's definitely going to be on the same playing field. Cereal and soda water. Oh, hell no. Okay. Fresh spoon. I got my cinnamon toast squares in here. Red Solo cup because I'm not messing up no dishes for this. And strawberry soda water. Bro, it's bubbly. It's bubbly. It looked like soap in here, man. Yeah, I'm not excited about this either, but here we go. Cinnamon Toast Crunch with strawberry soda water. I mean, it's weird, but it's not bad. I mean, if you hard up for milk, people used to put water on their cereal all the time. Only difference is strawberry and bubbly, but that actually wasn't that bad. It's better than that damn mustard and ice cream, though. Yeah. Went back for thirds on that one. All right, so oh my God, it's foaming. Listen. As weird as that looked, it was actually quite tasty. And I think because I chose that cereal, that's probably why the Cinnamon Toast Crunch worked with that. So, so freaking weird. Okay. All right. Now we have French fries, mayo, and hot peppers. Let's see if I can get that to show up. Okay. Next up, French fries, mayo, and hot peppers. So It's funny because I actually like French fries and mayo anyway. I'm kind of weird like that. I mean, if I'm out of ketchup, I will use mayo, not Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip and mayo are two totally different things. Mayo is more bland. Miracle Whip has the seasoning, so that's good for sandwich breads. You want to put it on a burger, brings out the food, all of that, fantastic. You want something plain, please go with mayo. French fries from Burger King here, I had earlier. Mayo. And jalapeno pepper. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-hmm. 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 Fries a little cold, but other than that, delicious. Like, if you never tried that particular combination before, you should. Get you some French fries, mayo, not Miracle Whip, and jalapeno peppers. You can use the fresh ones, but that's going to be a little bit more hot for you. But I like the pickle ones. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. That was really good. That was my favorite one. Mm-hmm. That actually sounds good. Mayo is way better. Yum. Bring that to convention. Yeah. But see, that's kind of a cop-out, though. That's easy because it was really good. Like, I really enjoyed that. So maybe we'll do this one, but ice cream and mustard, y'all gonna have to suffer like I did. Yeah, that was terrible. All right, so last combination, guys. We have peanut butter and onions. Now, I actually saw someone the peanut butter and onion sandwich. I forgot to get bread, so I don't have no bread. So I'm just gonna be eating peanut butter and onions together. But he said it was actually pretty good. I'm not looking forward to this one either, peanut butter and onions. But then I'm thinking, like, if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you get their kung pao chicken or shrimp or whatever, that's typically with peanuts, and they do have peppers and onions with that too. So this might not be bad, but then again, the last time I thought something wasn't that bad, it actually wound up being one of the worst things. So we'll see. Okay. Clear my palate. I don't know why. I don't know why. First spoon. Peanut butter. And onion. Let's do it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's actually pretty good too. Mm. I got some weird taste, huh? I'm only going to eat the good stuff. That's not fair. I love peanut butter and mayo sandwiches. Maybe. You know what? I got some mayo just for you, T. I'm going to try it. That onion was too big. Actually, I enjoy onions a lot. So this is good for me. Mm-hmm. Tastes just like I thought it would. All right, this is for T. Now, again, I don't have bread, so we're just going to be doing peanut butter. Hold on, let me. This is for you, T. Peanut butter mayo. This is something that nobody asked for. But T says she likes it, so I'm going to try it. And I'm going to let you know straight up how I feel about it. I love you, T. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. That is actually very good. Doug said throw a banana on there too. Let me see. I know how some of y'all work. Y'all not gonna get me clipped up here. I already know how y'all do. So let's try it. Doug, I'm gonna slap you if this don't work. Now, what T said was good, and if I add this banana to it and it ruined the flavor, I'm gonna come find you. Peanut butter, mayo, and banana. It's a little thick. It's a little thick, but that was actually pretty tasty. Okay. It is good. I never had it with banana, so I don't know how it's gonna taste. This is Doug's idea. And you know what, Doug? All right. So what happens is when you eat the peanut butter, you get that creamy meatiness kind of. But then when you add the mayo, it kind of adds a saltiness to it. But then when you add the banana, it adds sweetness to it. So those flavor profiles actually work well together. So I encourage you to try some of these items. And again, T. And since Doug is going to be with you, he's not on a team, but he's going to have to suffer too. So we're going to have to come up with two items that we're going to have. We already have the French fries, mayo, and jalapeno peppers being one of them, but we're going to have to figure out which other one we're going to do at the convention. Looking forward to that too. It's going to be in Denver this year. Never been to Denver, so it's going to be dope. But that ends the weird food taste test. Thank God. Damn right. I want to thank you all for joining me, and I want to thank everybody that participated in the vote, and also that everybody that gave me questions on last show. That really helped me. I really appreciate it. Let me get this. Hold on one second. Yeah, so that was fun. And again, these were self-inflicted combinations for the most part, from myself and my children coming up with these different weird combinations, and some of them worked. The most horrible experience to me was the ice cream and mustard and the black olives and Cheetos. I was looking forward to the black olives and Cheetos actually being delicious, but they let me down. The sardines, hot sauce, and mayo was delicious. The onions and peanut butter was absolutely amazing. T and Doug's invention with the bananas, the mayo, and the peanut butter was also awesome. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try different things because you never know. It may just work out for you. But thank y'all so much for joining me this evening. I'm looking forward to bringing y'all another great podcast next week. But until then, y'all, stay safe. Treat each other well. For Keith, Aiden, and Rodney, we are out. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to be putting two different QR codes at the top. If you want to know what they're all about, just go ahead and click it on them and let me know what you think. See y'all soon.
You ain't even on me. Yeah. Fuck back too close. You ain't even on me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Whiskey in the order. Spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me. Better come correct. Different lives that we lead. I'm in Nike check in a bank Louis V. Two on my bed, lights don't make no sense, fall back for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense, falling, fall back too close, you ain't even on me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, Misty in the order, spend it like they owe me. Ain't no help, ain't no time unless it's V's. It's the top of the shelf, it's that stress to get in me. And it's closer to the chest when your pocket's too deep. Two on my bed, lights don't make no sense, fall back for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense, falling, fall back too close, you ain't even on me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, Misty in the order, spend it like they